In addition to endangering the lives of thousands of people, the multi-million-dollar mansion that Kirk and Rasheeda Frost had spent years building has been damaged by the flames that have been ravaging the state of Louisiana. We're exploring the tragic tale of Kirk and Rasheeda Frost's dream loss in depth in this video. Imagine dedicating years of your life to building the ideal haven, putting in countless hours of effort, sacrifice, and laborious labor, only to see your dream house turn to ashes in a matter of hours. From the moment they got the evacuation notice to the tragic fallout, we'll walk you through the shocking events that turned their ideal house into a nightmare. Discover how they lost everything they had fought for, narrowly avoided death, and now possess only broken hopes instead of tangible property. This was no ordinary home. It was the culmination of Kirk and Rasheeda's dreams and a location that represented all of their years of hard-earned wealth. Their dream home, worth millions of dollars, was hidden away in one of the most. The house was more than just a place to live. It was a monument to their journey, their tenacity, and their hard work. It was tucked away in an affluent area in Los Angeles, surrounded by breathtaking city vistas. Their accomplishment was evident from the site alone. Over the course of years of planning, saving, and creating this masterpiece, Kirk and Rasheeda had painstakingly designed and built every aspect of the house, from the architecture to the interior decor. It was their sanctuary, a place where they could express their values, sense of style, and aspirations for the future. They had worked tirelessly to establish it. It was truly amazing that they could finally relax and enjoy the fruits of their labor inside the house after years of suffering and sacrifice. The furniture was of the high quality you'd expect to see in a luxury shop, and the walls were covered in stunning artwork, each piece meticulously chosen to bring a personal touch to the property. Every element of the house, from the spacious kitchen to the luxurious baths, was meticulously planned to offer comfort and elegance. It reflected the owner's vision and was more than just a house. It was a dream come true. With state-of-the-art equipment in every room, the sleek, contemporary, and elegant home was not just a place to live, but also a place to flourish. Everything the terrible news that no one ever wants to hear was delivered to Kirk and Rasheeda on a fateful day when the fires raged over Los Angeles. The wildfires that had been rapidly moving throughout the city were now perilously near to their neighborhood. Since the fire was spreading swiftly and would soon engulf the entire neighborhood, the officials were advising everyone to evacuate immediately. Imagine the panic and anxiety that erupted when they learned that the house they had fought so hard to build, their home, their haven, was now squarely in the line of the flames. Their aspirations were they were suddenly in danger of being eaten by the fire. Thus, it was tough to decide to go. They had to leave behind everything they had spent years building, so it was more than just packing up their possessions. Since everything they had fought so hard to achieve was in immediate danger and they needed to move as fast as the fire, they were forced to flee due to their overwhelming fear of losing everything and their uncertainty about what lay ahead. Realizing they were running out of time, Kirk and Rasheeda hastily attempted to gather everything they could and escape as the smoke became heavier and the flames drew closer. Suffocating, they had no time to think about what they were leaving behind and could only focus on getting to safety. Their main concern was survival, and they barely made it out alive. Everything was destroyed by the fire, and they were unsure if their home would still exist when they got back. Their ideal home would soon be turned to ashes, but they were unaware of this. When the smoke finally cleared and the fire extinguished, Kirk and Rasheeda were faced with the unimaginable house that had once stood as a testament to their tireless labor. Their ambitions, their future, and their labor were gone. Ash was all that was left of the mansion into which they had poured their hearts and souls. The place they had dreamed of getting old in, the house they had worked so hard to achieve, was now a burned-out ruin. For Kirk and Rasheeda, the devastation was an unimaginable emotional blow in addition to a physical loss. Everything was gone, even the rooms where they had spent many hours creating their lives together and the walls that had housed their memories and hopes. Not only was the physical building and material belongings destroyed, but the loss was deeply personal. It served as a representation of their path, hardships, and triumphs. They looked forward to a future full of opportunities, celebrated milestones, and created memories there, all of which were abruptly obliterated. Besides the house, they were grieving for their life there, their goals, and their future. Kirk and Rasheeda lost precious memories, family photos, and the sensitive personal possessions and memories that would never be restored were gone, and the security of their haven, the location where they felt secure and at peace, was now but a memory. After the devastation, the road to recovery would be difficult and drawn out, and they could never fully prepare for the emotional toll of losing everything. Kirk and Rasheeda expressed their sorrow to their fans on social media. They expressed their gratitude to everyone for saving their lives in heartfelt letters, but it was obvious how devastating losing their dream home was. As they looked back on their trip, they realized this was about years of hard work, sacrifice, and tenacity, not just a house. This house was more than simply a structure. It was a dream come true, the result of Kirk and Rasheeda's heartfelt efforts. Seeing it turn to rubble was a devastating blow. They expressed in every word the intense feelings that accompanied witnessing the location they had fought so hard to achieve. The sight of so many memories disappear in an instant. Their fans and followers' overwhelming support was a tiny consolation, but it was insufficient to ease the profound sense of loss they were experiencing. Kirk and Rasheeda have demonstrated extraordinary fortitude in the face of the tremendous destruction, promising to rebuild, rise from the ashes of their previous existence, and carry on achieving their goals. It felt impossible to move on as they lived with the emotional burden of that loss every day. Even though the fire destroyed their home but not their spirit, they are committed to continuing on their path and restoring what was lost, despite the fact that it would be difficult. Determining how to turn this tragedy into a new beginning, the narrative of Kirk and Rasheeda, from the greatest highs to the lowest lows, is a heartbreaking reminder of how swiftly things can change in life. They were enjoying the results of their labors in the house they had dreamed of for years, and then all was turned to ashes. They suffered a terrible loss that would have crushed anyone's soul, but despite everything, their fortitude comes through, demonstrating to the world what real strength looks like, the capacity to find hope in the face of adversity. Extremely inspiring, this narrative examines the speed at which everything may be taken away and how we manage to keep going even when it seems like we have lost everything. It's not just about a home or material possessions. It's also about the experiences, memories, and dreams associated with that location. Please share your thoughts on the heartbreaking deaths of Kirk and Rasheeda. Their resilience to pick themselves up and keep working shows that no matter what life throws at you, you can always overcome it. How would you respond to heartbreak if you were in their shoes? Considering everything you've worked for, kindly express your feelings and opinions in the space provided for comments below. We would be delighted to speak with you and hear your perspective. In order for us to continue providing you with the most up-to-date information about Kirk, Rasheeda, and numerous other inspirational stories of perseverance, fortitude, and courage, please remember to like and subscribe to this video before you depart if you felt it had an impact. We'd appreciate your participation in this adventure.